Play the drums. Dan is a great drummer. He came to church. I didn't have a drummer one night. He said, "I'll play the drums." And jumped up. I thought he was politicking, but he really played the drums. A little of both. But as we move forward, I love a team concept. Where when we move in this team concept, here's how I think. I talked to some of the water department folks the other day, and I told them, I said, "Guys, tell me what your job's like. Tell me how much you make." The guy said, sitting around the table, I make $20,000 a year. I make $25,000 a year. He said, "I've been with the county all these years, and I make $25,000 a year, and I can get food stamps." Man, what's wrong with that? A county employee that's been with the company all his life, and he's drawing food stamps. Something about that doesn't work right, does it? So, and I asked him, I said, "Do you have the money to do your jobs?" He said, "We make our own tools." I said, "You do what?" He said, "We have to make our own tools." He said, "Because we don't really have the money in the budget to do the work, get it all done, and buy the tools we need." So I asked him about something. I said, "Do you guys know how to save money?" He said, "Yeah." I said, if I sat down with you and your managers and all these folks, I said, "Could we sit down and say these are things together that we could cut costs with?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You realize we're not going to see an increase in the tax digest. We're not going to see that. No more money's coming in." He said, "Yeah, I see that." And I said, "Can I take this budget and say that if you can save 10% on this budget out of $1 million, can you save me $100,000? He said, "Yeah, we can do it." I said, "How?" And they began to tell me. I said, "Here's the deal. You have a performance-based plan for all employees of Bartow County. Tidwell, if you had that and you had employees that come in and told you they could save you $100,000 a year, you'd turn around and say to them, 'I'll give you part of this if you can save me $100,000.
Yeah, or make me that either one.
Or make me that. If you can save it, you've made it. And this is what I told them. I said, "Guys, you hadn't had a raise in 7 years. If you could save me $100,000 and there's 7 of y'all in a crew or 15 of y'all in a crew, and you could save the county $100,000, why couldn't we give you $10,000 as a performance-based performance incentive? You save this county $100,000, we give you individually a bonus at the end of the year. You've got a little bit of a raise, not because we raised the digest, but because you found ways to save Bartow County money and still get the job done." And they said, "Man, we'd do it." I said, "How are you going to do it?" They said, "The way we drive our trucks, the way we leave them here and we don't get them here, the way we can drive our own vehicles and save on fuel." These are practical things that somebody with common sense that's worked in the real world can step in there and say, "Bam," and walk away with savings. Can we do that? I believe we can do it in every department within Bartow County, and we can save some more money. You know who knows that? The employees do. The employees know how to save money. They know how to take the scrap, pull it back in. They know how to take waste out of the budget. But if there's no incentive for them to do that, they won't do it. And I just believe that would be a good place to start. Efficiency of your resources that you do have and to bring those in. Grant writers, Bartow County is doing a good job. We're getting a lot of things in. We lost that deal up at Lowe's and Adairsville that went across the line just because of our tax base, the way we could do things, and they couldn't. We got to help people with inventory. You're sitting there with all the stuff you're paying inventory tax on in your business are, man alive. I know Georgia Power, we lost $500,000 in Bartow County this past year because Georgia Power quit buying as much coal because they got gas turbines going down the road here in McDonough and Marietta, and saved them $500,000 by not bringing that extra inventory in. We need jobs. We need them. We're going to work on those taxes. We're going to work with everybody. I want to communicate again. I believe that the way we get there is through communications. We're going to have to communicate from the top to bottom. And I want to put a sign up all over the courthouse and in every place. Attitude's everything. You get a bad attitude, you can find you a new place to work. When I started with Power Company, my first manager looked at me and he said, "Mike, I don't care how much a man knows. If his attitude's bad, he'll cause you more trouble than anything in the world." And he was my mentor when I started. I learned that to be true. He said 95% of people always want to work, 5% you need to always get rid of. I've never seen a place that didn't need somebody that needed to find him a new home. And that being because of attitude. Steve, I think we got good people in Bartow County, but I also know we don't have some of them got a bad attitude. And, you know, I love Jesus with all my heart, but I don't mind telling you to go somewhere else. I don't. I just think that one thing you need to do is you need to talk straight, tell it straight. They know where you stand when you come in the door. I want everybody smiling. I want everybody laughing. I want to have a happy time when you come to work. And because we're servants. Man, I know what it is to be a servant. To be a pastor of 350 folks. And folks don't always like you. Sometimes they don't even like you. Sometimes you don't even like yourself. And I know that what's fixing to happen in the Capitol is going to be horrendous. We still got a $25 trillion deficit out there. And anybody that with 2 cents worth of brains knows that's fixing to come back home. We're going to have to pay that ticket. The economy's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And as much as we can say we're getting in the right businesses, folks, we all got enough sense to know sooner or later we're going to have to pay that $25 trillion budget. And I can talk like I'm some kind of swappy over here, and we're going to pull in businesses from everywhere. We're going to do good to get a few businesses to come in here. I know the stock market's going up, but I also know we hadn't paid the tab yet. And I know that sooner or later, I told my wife, she said, "What if you know all this, what in the world are you getting in this position for?" I said, "Baby, somebody needs to get over there that's got some common sense that can say, guys, this is going to be the toughest 4 or 5 years we've ever seen. It's still in front of us. It's not over. It's not over. I'm a businessman. My money's in my pocket, and I've made it just like you made it because I had enough good common sense to take care of what I did have." So we got a big budget. We got 100,000 people here that need to be taken care of, and I think I can do that for this county. Number one is an administrator. Number two, putting that team concept in. I'm going to work with everybody I can. And I won't be distanced from them. I'll be right there beside them. Boys told me the other day, he said, in a road trip, they said, "We cannot wait till you win this election." I said, "Why?" They said, "We want you in them overalls you wear, and we're going to throw you in a mud hole as soon as you get here." I said, "Guys, you don't have to throw me." I said, "I'll be in that mud hole with you." I said, "I'll put on my overalls, and I'll be in that ditch with you occasionally because I want to see that you're doing your job." And I want to do that. Not doing away with all the supervisors in between. I just think it's good for a man to get his hands in the dirt and get his hands in the mud and see what everybody underneath him is doing. I want a proactive partnership between all county employees, and I want them to know they're part of the team. And we're going to save some money. We're going to take care of this budget together. Not me, not them, all of us together. New administrator, he'll come from right here in Bartow County. He'll be a man of integrity. He'll be somebody that we know. He'll be somebody that Brother Tevin can walk up, shake his hand, and say, "Man, I know your family. I know everybody about you." He's going to walk in. He's going to talk to people with integrity when he walks to them. And he'll give them that personage. The annual performance reviews will be done a little bit differently when we do them. And I'm good at that. And I'll be the final say on how that review went after the supervisor and I sit down and review that, whoever that happens to be. I don't think I have about 2 or 3 minutes. I was a short one on the list here. But again, thank you so much. I need your vote, need your support. I look forward to the next 4 years with you. And win or lose, I'll be here to support Bartow County. I didn't just get here and I ain't going away. Thank you.